truth will ultimately prevail. But there is pain bringing it to light.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by Izzy Dame at a combined weight of 463 pounds, the team of Nico Vance and Shawn Spears, The Culling.
Well, some NXT representation here on a Thursday night with one of the premier tag teams and factions that create absolute havoc in all of the divisions.
Not only one of the tag teams, but also one of the women. You're taking a look at a former women's North American champion in Izzy Dame, a woman who has set her sights on the NXT Women's Championship. And after what we witnessed this past Tuesday, she may be the mayor of Vice City sooner rather than later.
Their opponents, representing Alpha Academy at a combined weight of 486 pounds, the team of Akira Tozawa and Otis.
Well, it's certainly time for a meaty main event this week as the workhorses are back, ready to prove themselves. Reverse course from Maxine's matchup just a few moments ago, and look to be a tag team force once again here on YouTube.
You gotta start wondering too, crossing paths, so to speak, in the last few minutes, if they had a chance to talk to Maxine, if Maxine gave them any words of encouragement, if they passed along any words of encouragement to her, because she is the guiding light of that trio.
We always talk about how Alpha Academy lifts each other up. You wonder, to that point, Vic, did Maxine have any words of encouragement here in this tag team matchup so they can pick up a big win before we go off the air?
It's also interesting to note, too, we talk about numbers advantages. That is the Culling's MO. They have the numbers advantage in this matchup. Maxine may have provided a little bit of a spark for Otis and Tozawa to counter Izzy Dame on the outside.
Certainly could have been a bit of a neutralizer there for the great dame of NXT as Shawn Spears getting things started here with Otis. Of course, Shawn Spears, a longtime veteran in the WWE.
He certainly is someone who has been to the top. They made a tag, and here comes Nico Vance. This is the unknown. Yeah, that you got that right, the X Factor. Someone who is very high on the list of Booker T on Tuesday night. Someone who you and I know in the Performance Center can match pound for pound one of the strongest guys in the Performance Center. He is in there right now with Otis, and Otis is making him look,
As these two collide in the center of the ring, the irresistible force meeting the movable object right here, Vic.
I can say that again in more ways than one. I wonder what social media is going to say to you after that statement.
As Otis in control right now, but Vic, you have to wonder, Otis still may be feeling the effects from answering the challenge of Oba Femi recently on Raw.
It very well could be, and look at Nico Vance taking this right back into control. Tozawa was the first one to try to approach Oba Femi, if you remember that, and he quickly turned right around. But here comes Vet. Booker T calls him the GPS. Shawn Spears lighting up the chest of Tozawa.
In control against the Stamina Monster right now, and Vic the Culling has been together a little over a year now in NXT as Tozawa snapping off that head scissors from the top, and look at the Stamina Monster start to move.
Yeah, nice drop kick as well. And look, Culling's been, you're talking about how long they've been together. Otis, Tozawa have been together a lot longer. They know the way each other move. They know the ins, they know the outs. They can move without speaking, as yes, a tag indeed was made. And this matchup right now could be favoring the Culling.
As Tozawa's gonna go to the top right now. We know he lives at home right there. Shawn Spears trying to interfere, but Tozawa continues to climb. Tozawa from upstairs. And look at the power of the X Factor of the Culling.
And I say that because Tozawa is being out-muscled right now by Nico Vance.
As Nico Vance doing a number here on Tozawa. And Vic, if you go back almost 2 years, Nico Vance making his WWE TV debut right here on Main Event.
And Nico Vance has grown leaps and bounds. He has found a home with the Culling, going back to your previous point. He has listened to the guidance of someone like Shawn Spears, but he also, and I know you're going to say, he's stirring the pot, he's stirring the pot. I'm not stirring the pot. I'm making an observation. He may be listening to Izzy Dame just a little bit more.
Well, Izzy Dame's certainly been that straw that stirs the drink, as you see
look
right
at
there.
Izzy. Cheap shot, the official didn't see it.
Giving a big advantage to Shawn Spears' cover. Only gets 2 right there, but as you pointed out, Vic, former Women's North American champion, and she's certainly recently taken aim at the NXT Women's Champion, Lola Vice.
She certainly has, and look, Izzy Dame is coming for gold. Izzy Dame is coming for domination. That is what Shawn Spears has talked about. Shawn Spears is a former North American champion, and now, there you go, back to being a veteran, baiting in Otis in that moment.
That veteran mindset there of Shawn Spears trying to create some separation right there. Oh, Tozawa.
He's trying to create separation, but also trying to create a little bit of frustration. You go back to the NBA playoffs, you just fluster a team and everything could just unravel quickly. Nice job by Nico Vance, cutting off Tozawa and then dropping him face first.
Dominating from the X Factor right there into the cover. Only 2 once again. And Vic, I mean, ultimately, how much improvement? Let's take another look at this. Just power from Nico Vance, dropping Tozawa's stomach first. How much improvement have we seen from Vance under the tutelage of Shawn Spears?
A lot. This is someone who has put it together. He still isn't a finished product. I think he would talk to you about that. I think Shawn Spears would admit that. But Shawn Spears, as I said, the GPS who just got caught with that DDT was Nico Vance. He can prepare you. He can mold you. He can guide you. But right now, it's all up to Spears in this matchup.
And Otis tumbling right in. The powerful Porterhouse ready to unleash. Taking down Shawn Spears. And Otis starting to move with that spinning back elbow. Oh, he's taking a look at Nico Vance. He wants some more.
And WWE Universe loves them some Otis. What do you call him?
The powerful Porterhouse.
The powerful Porterhouse.
He's unloading right here. There's Vance in the corner. Here's one for Shawn Spears. And Otis. As Spears, he's in prime position, Vic. Those knees are starting to knock.
WWE Universe starting to rise up a little bit. Nico Vance set for the ride.
As Tozawa, he's building some momentum. Open up the cockpit. Tozawa flying right through.
The flying fillet to the outside.
As Otis Mania running wild here on main event.
Let's say that again.
Could be Caterpillar time. Spears is down. Oh, big splash. Maybe a mistake not to go for the cover.
Well, I think he need.
What? There's Izzy Dame.
Izzy again?
Oh. Oh. The kiss that don't miss.
You can say that again. Tag.
As here comes Tozawa. The culling thrown into a frenzy right here. The flying fillet nearly leaves our screen. Big senton from the top. And making a big win for Alpha Academy.